Twin Cities.
Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Vikings at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And hang on here, we got an injured player, and that is QB Tua. Who's in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Miller, complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
43 rails. Green Jack.
They'll look to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jordan Addison, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now ETN to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Lawrence picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That 2 is going to change things up. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Go, let's go!
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, right back to Etienne. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now Lawrence. And not willing to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
lines now to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut.
Oh, look at the juke. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the turnover, it's Tua. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua going to change the play.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tua, a final shot before half. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
13,
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jose Borregales for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Go, go. Think right. Go, go. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
The 20. 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
44 yards.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get him?
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, he'll air this one out for Kirk.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, run!
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
13, Lou.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Think right.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Hey,
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, I'm going. Go. Go, let's go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. It got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Option play. Here's Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 20.
20 TX. Let's go.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Powering his way forward. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. It's Miller complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Tua going to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scotty Miller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several. And, my goodness, another interception. Lawrence picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. Fights off the defender, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, come on.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Minnesota! Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
11. Hey, kill. Silver.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Take right open.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
20, TX.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Borregales now on for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Same break. Hey, smash.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's the 24. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at the